Okay, and we're back with another Thaumaturge. Okay, so if we started playing it on Monday. Okay, so this is our second stream on for Thaumaturge, and basically what we know is that it's kinda, if I were to say it, it's a much more dark, or it's a much more grimmer of like the concept of like Persona, where users can summon like users can summon something. Okay, so in this case, like the reason why I brought Persona, okay, like it doesn't come like a visual novel thing, but there is like a choice matter application of it. Okay, so here you can there are several choices that you can make, okay, that might impact the story later on, from what it says. Okay, and like it seems that as a thaumaturge you can basically like tame these like devil like entity, okay, because like they feed on like human flaws and stuff. Okay, so if you feed it, then you're gonna attract more evil, more of them. Okay, so and we came across another one, and with the help of Rasputin we're able to like defeat him. Okay, so the thing is, this game is set in basically like Warsaw, Russia, basically the northern eastern Eurasia. Okay, so and it also set in, if I'm not mistaken, like the World War I era. Okay, World War I era, where they also talk about Rasputin. As you guys know, Rasputin is a like uh, it's a historical figure in Russia, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, where he basically is known as a healer and not much of a saint, if you know what I mean. Okay, and also there's like a talk about Franz Ferdinand and stuff. So a lot of like things going on around the background, but we're just focusing on the main character Victor here. Okay, and after we defeated the Bukovac, this thing over here, we're heading to Warsaw because we heard that Victor's father just recently passed away. Okay, so let's load the save. Mind your gestures. Never know who in the crowd might be an Okrana informer or an agent in disguise. What is it called again? The Russian uh Gestapo, if I'm not mistaken. Oh hell. Give me a second. There's a lot of wires on my table right now. And I guess it kinda like triggered my um it touched on my camera. I think I can never catch a streetcar. Don't stand around, okay, just keep walking. I think I must be lost. What's this?
When people unite, empires fall.
I think I'll buy myself a cottage. I can never catch a streetcar. Uh-oh. Come on. I guess I need to clean up my table again soon. The camera keep on going on and off. The Daily Courier, the latest news. The chief of police of the city of Warsaw hereby informs the general public that in connection with their Majesty's visit, the number of units patrolling the street on this day will be double. In particular, constables will look out for the groups of troublemakers that have been gathering more and more recently near major thoroughfares to protest against thaumaturges and demand that His Majesty officially condemn thaumaturges as charlatans and a menace to humanity. Yesterday near Marska Street, the police arrested 15 people who protested loudly and disrupted traffic, demanding that thaumaturges should be punished by death. The protesters were intoxicated and started a fight with the police unit dispatched onto the scene. this wanted notice. To all police station chief of Warsaw, beware of Obarsi Nietzsche, leader of the Shivs gang. Recently seen near Weird Warsaw Street. Description: hair blonde, eyes blue, face round. Face round. I thought like, okay, some may can say oval, but it's still like you're roundish, right? There's no like face square. This is not SpongeBob. Stature sizable. Very helpful. Distinctive marks: dark circles under his eyes, signifying exceptional anger. He is a thief and a marauder, particularly active in the Stromincir area. Whoever notifies the authority of his whereabouts or contributes to his impression shall be rewarded. Like, talking about thieves and all, right? I feel like I want to play like Path of Exile 2. Like, I know Path of Exile 2 just recently released and it's still in early access and stuff. And like, there's still other classes that haven't been unlocked, but I still feel like I want to play it though. I did take a look at Erin a while ago before the stream start. I did download the demo, and I think it's a bit too complicated for me. Like, I want to play some basically like a bit of a sandbox, the one that can, you can do anything. In terms of like, in terms of Erin, it is that. But in terms of Path of Exile, it's basically like your character customization, right? So maybe after we finish playing Thaumaturge, maybe we'll play a bit of Path of Exile, and I won't play Path of Exile until like forever. Like, I'll play and see that if I like it or not, and after that, if I like it, then I'll play it on stream, and then if I do get bored, like if I feel like I don't think I can stream on it much, then later I'll just like, play something else and then come back to it later on, like, or in between I'll stream some. Okay, that's my plan. Anti-thaumaturge leaflets: beware of thaumaturges who act in secret, plotting to bring down the economy and thus take complete control over our society. Let us protect our children from those degenerates waiting for the right moment to take control over the most innocent minds and souls. Let us get rid of those parasites. Recent research shows that thaumaturges' brains are burned out from thoughts that go against nature. Hence, they cannot be treated equally to normal humans. Let us act now before it's too late. I wouldn't say I disagree with them. Okay, I wouldn't say I disagree with them. Like, the reason why is that we did see, like, in the first stream, we're able to like influence, okay, heavily influence, or even calm people down just by doing some action, right? So I do think that they are dangerous, but to the point that like they don't have human rights. I beg to, like, the fact is, like, as long as they don't cause harm, I understand that, but I don't know if it's super scary though, like having a thaumaturge around. The Country Weekly Magazine. Change of Warsaw Governor General. Today, the Supreme Order of August 28 was announced. The Governor General of Warsaw, Commander of Warsaw Military District, Adjutant General Maskimovich, will be released from his current duties while retaining the title of Adjutant General. He'll be replaced by his second in command, Adjutant General Scallon. Give me a second. I don't. Can I like uncollapse it? It's really really. Ooh. I guess I didn't get this. This one I'm wondering, why can't I like find Elder Vasili's one? Give me a second. I think for now we're gonna get this, and we're gonna get this because these two are the one that we unlock. Okay. complete the dimension heart deed. I lit myself a good cake. Misery, nothing but misery. What's this? The Warsaw Courier. Your Majesty has arrived. When this issue of the Courier is in your hand, the ancient city of Warsaw will be receiving its most distinguished guests. His Majesty Nikolai II, the Emperor of all Russia, the King of Poland, and Grand Duke of Finland, and Her Royal Highness Serena Alexandra Fyodorvna will arrive in our city this afternoon. This will be the royal couple's first visit to Warsaw. On this long-awaited joyous occasion, our city has taken up festive appearance. Streets have been adorned with festoons of flowers and greenery, and the entire area that the royal procession will pass through is filled with crowds of people wishing to pay homage to their Majesty on behalf of Warsaw and all of the kingdom. And with that vow of allegiance, Polish hearts send to the throne a quiet echo of fervent desire and lasting comfort. These arises from His Majesty's word, who declared in his grand manifestos that his ultimate goal was to ensure the happiness of all his loyal subjects and to discern all his loyal subjects' needs. Those gracious words of sovereign have become a source of comfort for the people of the Kingdom of Poland. In the name of that comfort, the Polish people under the Russian rule are happy to greet His Majesty today, trusting their substantial needs will be recognized and ready for civic and public service. What's this? Revolutionary leaflets. Brothers, the 11-hour working days are killing us. Let's follow the example of workers in German and English factories and fight to reduce them to 9 working hours. Join the strike, put down your tools, and join the fight for our future. Tabbies has such a nerve to charge this much for a fare. What was it I wanted? I think I must be lost. I wonder what the missus cooked up for dinner. I don't have time for love. Menu. Okay, we can just leave it. I wonder if there's anything. Oh. I don't know anything about anything. I guess that's it. The city that does not forget. I thought it was like the city that never forgets. Oh well. I'm just checking the...
Why such a crowd?
The circus has come to town.
I thought...
These are troubled times. Brothers turn against brothers.
Oh, okay. It is referring to them.
Russia has had enough bloodshed. The violence must stop. When socialists attempt to divide Russia and her subject nations, to dent the sword that smote the enemy at Grunwald, this demands my decisive action. Thus, by my grace, I hereby appoint as Governor General of Warsaw, Georgi Antonovich Skowon.
A butcher.
Ask about Scalon.
Not a popular guy, I presume.
I see you ain't from here.
Was.
That swine keeps a photo album of all the folks he's had shot at the Citadel.
Before and after execution.
Warsaw! The time for leniency and indulgence is over. From the moment this office is bestowed on me, no forces hostile to the subjects of Greater Russia will have any further right to exist. None! Whether it be brutal socialist subversives, communists, Jews, or other satanic provocators.
Jews
Who
are
knows how to
fucking inside.
unite a crowd?
Pardon me, are you Polish?
Given. Yes.
Yes, I feel Polish. My name's Victor.
Wanda.
This is Russia here. Like it or not. Warsaw. Время террора закончилось.
Иди нахуй!
My first decision as Governor
Let me guess, you
General
take him
of
out?
Warsaw. Arrestovать.
Great heroes in their sense of timing. Of course, now they're the first ones in the fight.
Samoobladanie, Poliaki. We want that rebel. The Loudmouth.
Damn.
What happened?
Be a gentleman. Please kneel and tie my shoe.
Oh. Say you think she took you for one of the lackeys. I think I'll just kneel. The hell.
I didn't dare suggest it myself.
Can I ask you a tiny favor? The Russians can't find out about this. The military is just looking for an excuse to suppress the crowd, and these workers are dreaming of thrashing a Russian gendarme.
By the way,
Either one of you confesses to disturbing the peace, or всех забирай. We'll take you all in.
by the way, I feel like the voice actor should be given to like a Russian, Polish, East European like accent, but she does sound a bit like the voice actor does sound a little bit like the standard English, like either American or like I don't know exactly, but I do want to hear a little bit of the Russian accent here.
You can't handle all of us.
Can you get us out of here?
That's what she's suggesting.
I think I'm open to any kind of suggestion.
With a book like that, I'd find out what would convince one of these bastards to let us go.
Oh, she knows.
Or I'd take on that self-appointed leader of the proletariat.
Interesting strategy.
That's who she is.
Who are you, really?
A damsel in distress.
Those don't usually hide ammunition in their stockings.
Can I explain it to you another time?
Say you could have handed her in.
For instance, I could disclose to a soldier that you came here with ammunition under your skirt.
Maybe we should see who they believe. A respected lady of Warsaw, or a common magician who just 100 years ago would have been burned at the stake.
Well, since you asked so nicely,
Leave.
I'm going to take a look around.
Request from a girl in trouble, Wanda, who I met during the Catholic incident, needs me to help her conspicuously escape.
You still haven't squealed on me?
I'm going to take a look around.
Okay. What's this? Bullets that fell from under the woman's dress scattered on the pavement. Small bullets carry big emotions. Hope, because they were meant to benefit the cause. Fear, which in this difficult time makes its way to even the hardest of heart. And determination, the companion of courage, without which it would be impossible to face reality. Each bullet was hidden in the nooks and crannies of the undergarment with care and precision. Just like the previous time and the time before that, this is nothing new for the person who took the risk. Wanda.
Do you think it's a good idea to stir people up and send them to face bullets and bayonets?
What do you want then? My whole life on my knees? Kissing Ruski's ass?
Ask if he wants bloodshed here.
Do you realize blood is about to be spilled? And that it might be mine? Fuck off!
We'll leave that for later. Oh, did you see that? Oh, we have to talk to them. What's this? Examine. Police barrier. A police barrier meant to. Ooh, the control was like vibrating. The seemingly ordinary barrier carries the memory of hand whose firm grip represents the determination of the people of the one who controlled it. It was the gendarme commander who set up the barrier, carrying in his heart a desire to return to the warmth of his home. All he needed was a scapegoat. And I think we just talked to them.
Pardon me, gentlemen.
The crowd has received the order. For now, zero response.
We'll give them a moment to arrest them all, book them, interrogate them. Gospodi will be home in November.
Give me a second. Let me just clear up because there's so many wires here on my table. A moment, okay? It seemed that that's the one causing my camera to went on and off several times. Oh boy. The table's a mess. Ugh. Let's see. This one I need to put aside. Okay, I think it's better now. Gendarmes are ready to pacify the crowd. They won't hesitate to arrest those who draw their attention. The manhunt at the station. The sergeant wants to call it a day and go home as fast as possible. A manhunt entails a lot of work that he'd rather avoid. With a little nudge, he might settle for taking in the agitators and letting the arrest go. The worker leader is perfect for the role.
Gentlemen, please forgive me. Maybe there's a faster way to get this situation resolved.
Back off, Polyak, or we'll start shooting. Paniatno, scrum. Dawaj.
Ooh. Make the sergeant accuse the worker. This is a proud answer. Never mind. I think we'll make them accuse the worker.
Dostateczna. Should we go in and capture the worker who's mouthing off and let the rest go?
Da, sierżant. We can use anyone as an example.
Szagom marsz!
He's the only one to go.
Goodbye.
You're
That's it?
welcome.
I wanted to thank you at our next meeting. We could use someone like you.
We? Meaning the people you were carrying ammunition for and who got you Dutch pomade for your hair.
You haven't just got pretty eyes, you know how to use them. Maybe you'll find time one day for some jam donuts at Burke Rotblitz's?
I say she doesn't sound like the Rush, like from the accent's not from around here. Wanda, the woman I met during the Catling incident was smuggling bullets in the nooks and crannies of underground. Okay, we think we read that. Unfortunately, this guard belt didn't hold, and the bullets fall onto the pavement. Maybe fate will have us cross paths again, and we'll meet at Burke Robbins for jam donuts. Let's go and check out the place first. I do know we're supposed to go to the other side, but nothing wrong with like exploring the place. Ooh, what's this? Catch a tram. I want to explore the place. Turkey, what's this? Inaugural concert of the Warsaw Philharmonic, number 5, blah blah blah. Ignacy Jan Paderewski will perform, with Emil Mirnowski conducting the orchestra. After the concert, a reception will be held at the Kronenberg Palace. Oh, Maybe I should go inside. Yeah, it's in Russian. I can enter. Guess they're building something. Let's avoid the police station. But maybe we'll see something. It's locked. Okay, let's go to the police station. A difficult love, coachman, Luca, Liver City. Ooh, what's this? Stanislaw Arbitrary, Stanislaw Suzalski, widely respected citizen, Thaumaturge. Philanthropist, entrepreneur, father, and husband, died suddenly on August 31st at the age of 64. For the repose of his soul will be held at St. Charles Barome Church on Saturday, September 7 at 11, to which his daughter would like to invite all relatives, friends, and acquaintances. I think that's us. When recruiting for the gendarmerie, it is recommended to reject the following candidates immediately. Person related to rebels and troublemakers. Choose Thaumaturge. Any deviation from this instruction must be very well argued. What's this? Read. Ah, it's the same guy. What's this? Wanted list. Maria Burkova, 54 years old, residing in Warsaw, or Praga, accused of complicity in stealing 2,000 ruble worth of Dutch pomade. Wanted. Description: short in stature, black hair, small hazel eyes, 3 scars on the right leg. Warsaw, August 3rd, 1905. The Yevskuk Mezoriusk, serving time in prison on Zelna Street, escaped from the hospital on Pokorna Street, where he was treated on August 2nd, 1905. Description: tall in stature, beard small and round, dark hair, small black eyes, flat nose. Nyordov Isaac. I think we just skipped that. Is there anything? Ooh, what's this? During the time of our gracious Tsar of all Russia visit to Warsaw, it is necessary to enhance the sense of security. Therefore, I ordain the number of patrol must be doubled. All station ships are required to comply with the order immediately. I think that's it. Wait, it's night? Oh, I think it's just a shadow. What's this? Pick up propaganda brochure. The sewers of city of Warsaw as a tool used by Judaism and charlatans to destroy Polish agriculture and exterminate the Slavic population living by the Vistula River. The complete harmlessness of colloquial waste to human is evidenced by the booming health of the workers, especially those engaged in cleaning the laboratories and the suburban farmers who mostly rely on human fertilizer, even during the spread of epidemic diseases. So what room is there for the existence of these disease-causing microbes? They are probably dreamed up in the empty heads of tabloid writers of the perverse brains of the ill will. Amidst the manure and hay, among the cattle and the simpleton, the eternal wisdom has descended upon mankind. A mankind corrupted by the theories and doctrines of pure reason, by the devices and construct of capitalism, by the skullduggery and extravagance of the Jews. And it is supernatural science to guide the monarch and the wise man to welcome the future savior of the world in a poor thatch in Bethlehem. Okay. Where do we go? Oh, we can get a carriage. Let's go. Get a carriage. Oh, it's over there. But there's nothing here. I guess there's a bigger place here. Why don't we check out that place first? Obituary notice. The late Francisco Hilmatel went to be with the Lord following blah blah blah.
Excuse me, may I? I need to get to a funeral.
He's a tempermancer. Don't let him through.
What's your way through?
Good manners are a waste of time.
Get that heretic with fire and sword.
Seriously? We can improve reaction. Ooh. I'll develop this one. Start. Selecting yourself a salutor. You can preview both you and your salutor skills. This will help you plan your attack. Summoning another salutor. You can summon another salutor at any time. A green frame around the salutor image means that they are exceptionally effective. Around the salutor image means against in a fight they give an enemy. Read the description about the salutor to find out why they will be useful at the moment. Okay. Okay, this one will be very useful. Okay. Make him lose focus. I'll use diversion and you can finish him off. Okay, concussion. Nice. 14, that hurts. Okay, we're gonna use quick attack. We want like remove the plan action. Okay, and you remove the focus. We're gonna like do the same thing again. Okay, maybe we can just take them out like this. Full wound. Never mind. Plan attack. Ooh, heal. Whoa, he got a gun. Trait. Enemies have a trait that makes them immune to your attack. traits are related to different dimension they can disable. Disabling trait. To disable enemy trait, attack them with a salutor that belongs to the same dimension as the trait. Note that if you don't have the required dimension force, you can always take away all of the opponent's focus and launch a strong attack. Okay. Oh god. I think we'll cast All Wound. Okay, we can still use this one. Okay, now let's launch quick attack. So we can... Nice! Oof! We can still stack on it. Let's use it. Oh wait. I think we can take him down. He only have like 16 HP.
So enchanting. Spectacular. You with a scowl and a puffed out chest, and them dropping like flies in the blink of an eye? Collapsing on their own, becoming delirious? Extraordinary. Konstancja Szabłowska, the Warsaw courier. Would you care to give me an interview?
Thank you, but I'm already late.
Didn't we just shoot people? Stanislaw. What's this? What's that? Thaumaturge point. Minovska. Polish stage artist. I know it's over there, but I want to explore. Who knows, we'll find something here. Freddy Carl Nassel Road. Here lies Jan Kmelek, our dear friend. In 1891 he met Zen. What he is now lies deep inside what he was, never you mind.
I'm sure you don't remember me. My name's Hayat, Mordecai Hayat. I wanted to offer my condolences.
Uh-oh.
Thank you. Please, forgive my prying. I know Mr. Shulsky took nitroglycerin for his heart, but how did he pass away?
How should I know?
Was that his cause of death? His heart?
How should I know? Didn't have a heart. Why are you so interested?
Why are you so interested in my father's cause of death?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone. I'm sure you want to bid farewell to your father.
They said they had to cut off the Thaumaturge head after die. Maybe they... must be why they cremated him.
I knew you'd turn up.
I wouldn't miss this for the world.
Stasha loved you in his own way. You look well. Ligia said he found some quack healer.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, what?
You don't recognize me, do you? But do you remember who taught you how to shoot starlings?
Uncle Voronin, I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I probably wouldn't recognize myself anymore. Go look in on your sister. She's worried. We'll talk at home.
Sister?
Victor. I'm so glad you came. I wasn't sure if my telegram had reached you.
I'm glad too. How are you holding up?
All this caught me off guard, but... For now, I don't have time to think things through calmly.
Have you written to Mother?
Yes, but... what can you expect? You know what Nadia is like. It was never her style to show up for family events like this. It's getting late. And we've still got the reading of Papa's will ahead of us at home.
Papa's will.
And I'll leave you two alone. I suppose you've got your own matters to clear up.
Who? Stay to say goodbye to your father. Oh, okay.
Fine, let's get this over with. So, it was me who got it right in the end. Back then, on the train platform, was the last time we saw one another. 15 years ago.
Read the obituary aloud.
After brief suffering, fell asleep in the Lord. Brief? I hope not. Did you write this yourself? A tyrant, bigot, and liar, mistakenly absolved, died after suffering all too briefly. That's better, and definitely closer to the truth.
Mention the dream you had after Rasputin hypnotized you. I think I'll go for this.
The day you died, you visited me in my dreams. I was a child when you hounded me out of here, and I remember you as you were back then. But in my dream you looked older. You gave me hell as usual. You didn't believe I'd succeed. You were wrong. I've come back with 2 salutors.
You're naughty, say goodbyes.
Farewell, Father.
Am I intruding?
How long have you been eavesdropping?
Have you been eavesdropping like that for long?
All my life. I came to pay my respects to the dead. Stanisław and I were acquainted. You might say I knew everything about your father. Mr. Victor Szulski, isn't it? Your absence from Warsaw has happily come to an end, I hope.
Admit you haven't made up your mind yet. That you don't intend to stay here too long.
I don't think so. I intend to leave as soon as I wrap up my family obligations. I doubt we'll have time to meet again.
Who knows? Again, my condolences.
I didn't catch your name.
My name's Kaniechkin. Ivan Kaniechkin. Goodbye.
Such interesting friends you had.
Oh, oh. Just a moment. I think I want to lower the volume a little bit. What was that?
I guess I'm more tired than I thought.
I doubt it's probably him. Okay. I think maybe for the sound, I want to make it more balanced. Yes. Nicodemus Scouts. Scott. We already checked out the place.
We can go. The hardest thing was getting the lid of the urn. The scattering I could handle.
You can play the clown, but I know how much this has cost you. I'm glad you went.
Ah, she again.
Love at a funeral. Eros postmortem.
Huh?
Is it suitable for a young lady in mourning to fraternize with bachelors?
My brother.
Konstancja Szabłowska, the Warsaw Courier. Could I ask for a brief comment?
Hyena.
Thank you. And you, sir?
Explain that you're Lygia's brother.
We're twins, my dear lady.
The Shulskis reunited. You don't look like a horrid cripple. Why did you leave Warsaw so quickly?
Don't tell her anything. She'll write whatever she wants anyway. And we'd better get going.
Yep. Ask Lygia if you ought to intervene. Don't cause problems for
I
her.
can sort it out, but it might cause you some trouble.
It's not worth getting your hands dirty over.
Get out of here, or I might decide you're attacking an Imperial official, and you'll wake up tomorrow in the Citadel.
Are you threatening me, Judge?
I'm actually spurring you from him. Would you rather try your luck with a thaumaturge? Come on, children. I'm sure my Pietia is already waiting for us at home.
I'd love to see my cousin.
Are you coming with us?
You know, I don't get why, like, Russian soldiers, like, they wear their hat tipped off to one side. I do understand that sometimes, like, there's no way, like, it's gonna stay off like that. But at some point, it feels like a fashion statement. Okay.
Thanks.
Get in. I'm sure the lawyer
See?
is already waiting for us.
I feel like that has become like a fashion statement. Go to your home in Shulsky.
Miss, your guests have arrived. The lawyer's upstairs too, waiting. A trifle jittery. Wonder if the tea I made him was too strong.
Thank you, Grażyna, dear. Let the guests wait. First, I want to take care of the will.
I'll just wet my whistle and join you all upstairs.
Make sure Uncle makes it upstairs sober. And I'll suggest you don't dawdle either.
Master Victor, good God! Half your face covered, but I could tell right away it was you. You look just like your father in his youth.
Yeah, that's not a compliment.
Spitting image. Should I make you some cocoa, Master? It would warm you up a little.
Lygia.
Make an extra creamy one for Lygia.
Oh, I won't skimp on her. Now, your sister's putting a brave face on all this, but she's really having a hard time. It's lovely to see you again. But that's enough jabber for now. I've got the guests and the cocoa, and I've got to whip up some food for you all later. We'll talk soon.
Okay. Who are all these people? The chrysanthemum will be blooming soon. Mna.
I
That's
don't
it.
want to put my foot in my mouth again. I already failed to recognize someone once today, but you look familiar.
Well, I should think so. I was the victim of one of your starling hunts. Voronins must not be very memorable, cousin.
Pietia, forgive me, and for shooting you as well. How are you doing?
Just some heart problems, not a subject for today. I'm sorry about Uncle Stanislav. Forgive me for not coming to the funeral. I can't bear cemeteries.
We'll have to meet up again.
Goodbye.
That's it. the Warsaw Courier Evening Extra. Here's the latest news on the riots that disrupted His Majesty Emperor Nikolai's second speech today. A moment after our gracious Emperor announced Georgi Scalon as the new governor general of Warsaw, a group of troublemakers started yelling most disgraceful slogans. Despite reinforced security, there was a scuffle. The gendarmerie were quick to get the situation under control. However, a few people were injured, including 2 policemen who came to help. 30 people were charged with public nuisance and brawling were taken into custody. Nuisance and brawling brought to custody, okay. So many people here. Ooh. Mother's portrait. A portrait of mother from her youth. She stands proud wearing a white dress and a silk scarf thrown over her exposed shoulder. Her long, dark hair flows down her back. She glances at the viewer with a piercing smile. Bare skin and frivolous style. That's not how I remember her. Nadia is a young, unkept maiden. It's hard to believe. This shocking vision of the painter must have been created in a previous era, a time when hearts were stirred with violent emotions. Poems were created to the sound of storm, love stories had to end tragically, etc., etc. But they actually commissioned such a painting? Nothing? Oh. Bust of Morana. The stern countenance resembles that of a human, but the callous gaze shows no trace of human emotions. The Queen of Winter scrutinizes you, sending a shiver down your spine. It makes me think of the words, if you gaze long enough into an abyss, the abyss will gaze back to you. Again? I didn't even touch anything. Who's this kid? I see the cousins are too busy gallivanting around to visit their own mother's grave. It was a nice funeral. His sons have grown up. They're men now. I gave some money for the morning service. Hope he doesn't drone on. Our little one's all grown up and now left the nest. Guess not. Anybody else we can interact with? How about that side? How can we get to the other side? Here. Ooh, recipe. Never mind.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. I thought I'd have to drink alone.
So many goodies laid out for the guests. Having trouble picking something for yourself, Judge?
But this was Stashio's. It was special. Amber liqueur with quinces.
I think you mean quince liqueur with amber, right? If it's not here, I'm sure it's in the basement. But I won't grope around down there in the dark now. I've got my hands full.
We have to go and take it. Right?
Now, I don't want to trouble you either. Victor, could you track down a little bottle for your uncle?
I suppose I'm obligated to accept this mission.
Good lad. A nephew like you is a treasure.
Liquor recipe. Ooh, there's more stuff. Vin de Bordeaux. A bottle of wine from southern France, an expensive beverage popular among the aristocracy. The wine carries the aroma of peaches, apple, and a certain amount of conviction that a relationship between two people is beginning to take on a romantic edge. A beverage enjoyed by the upper crust, given to a man by a woman. Quince liquor with amber. The bottle exudes the sweet aroma of quince and the sincere joy of the upcoming meeting. It is a beverage that brings people together and sweetens the bitterness of everyday life, an element of ritual that two old friends would eagerly indulge in. And there's another one, right? Pinot Noir for Oregon. A bottle of red wine from the United States, hard to get. An inability to articulate, brought on by great surprises, cling onto the bottle. It was difficult to mouth even a word of gratitude for the unique gift. Words got stuck in the throat, despite the adoration for this particular liquor. It is a favorite beverage but an unwelcome gift. Ligia. Voronen's bottle. Every bottle found in Slelsky's cellar contains an incredible beverage. Uncle Voronin wouldn't discard any of them. There we go.
How did it go? Mission accomplished?
Duh.
You'll have to wait a moment yet, Uncle.
Wait. Collapse all. Quince liquor and small liquor amber. White wine, red wine.
How did it go? Mission accomplished?
Liquor.
I think this is the one Uncle wanted.
Yes. This is our little funeral battle. We would meet in Stasha's study after every funeral we went to and raised a toast to the dead. And recently, we've been seeing one another more and more at such events. More and more. But this time, even he has left me. So, to an easy death, as Stasha and I used to say.
How did he die?
Hasn't Ligia told you?
Nope.
I haven't even had the chance to ask.
He didn't suffer, but such images in the memory are better saved for later. I'd prefer to remember him as he was alive. What then? Am I drinking alone?
Raise to a toast in silence. Drink to an easy death. Raise a toast in silence.
Familiar faces keep vanishing from my life. Stasio and my Helena before him. I miss my little darling. I miss them both. Well, obligation fulfilled. Shall we get to the reading of the will?
Well, obligation fulfilled. Shall we get to the reading of the will? Say you need another moment. Ask about Shizbat.
At the funeral, there was this sad Jewish fellow, Mordechai Hayat.
Hi.
Do you know him, Uncle?
He worked for Stanisław, but that was a long time ago. I don't know him more than that. So, shall we collect our inheritance?
Join the reading of the will.
Yes, let's find out what my father hasn't left me.
Let's begin if everyone is ready. Would you all please take a seat? Ladies and gentlemen, by the power of my office vested in me by the grace of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of all Russia, I hereby testify. Mr. Shulsky's last will and testament were prepared several years ago in the presence of Zaslav Fedorov, Esquire, that is, myself. My last will and testament recorded in the year of our Lord 1888. In the name of the Holy Trinity. Amen.
Here are the lawyer in silence.
Therefore, my first irrevocable wish is to appoint as executrix of this will my daughter, Ligia Szulska. Immediately after my death, an inventory shall be conducted in full accordance with the law. After completing the inventory, all my personal movables will be sold at public auction. And let the funds raised thereby be donated on the anniversary of my death to the beggars near that cemetery.
Ooh.
The administration of the remainder of my fortune I leave, without restriction, to the person of my daughter Lygia.
I'm not even getting a teaspoon.
All movables and immovables relating to the family enterprise I entrust to the care and administration of my daughter. I do not prescribe a method of administering them. I merely offer her one piece of advice. I wish that the business should be conducted with modesty, prudence, and honesty, as I have conducted it my whole life.
A joker to the very end.
To my brother-in-law and oldest friend, Alexander Voronin, I wish to leave the following.
Let me guess, the liquor.
A collection of muskets and 2 revolvers, dating to the uprising in memory of our first meeting.
Stasio, I will have plenty to do in my retirement.
Enjoy your retirement.
I'm rating them both. I say you wait in the kitchen. I'll see if your mother's getting anything.
Now, Mr. Fedorov, what did my father leave my mother?
Victor, be serious.
Nothing. There is a special item reflecting the absolute lack of any bequest to my former spouse, Nadia Fyodorovna Voronina.
Wait for the end of the ceremony.
I would also like to come to the aid of my only son, Viktor Shulsky, by entrusting him with the use of my personal black grimoire, in the hope that he will be able to make good use of it. This is my last will and testament. Carry it out solemnly, though you may have found it burdensome. However, this last bequest poses a certain problem.
Yes, it certainly does. And what is that, may I ask?
I am not in possession of this grimoire. The late Mr. Shulsky used it up until his death, yet no one left it with me after his passing.
Meaning it's disappeared?
So he's a thaumaturge as well, right?
Did father have his grimoire on him at the time of his death?
It was only because of the grimoire that we could identify him at all.
Then where is it?
What actually happened? How did he die?
A building collapsed on top of him. I don't know any other way of putting it.
When did this happen?
Where did it happen? Where was this building?
The southern part of Śródmieście, not far from the police station. Anyway, you can miss it.
I think I know where.
Of all the possibilities, this was the death that fate prepared for him.
Say that he didn't even deserve this.
I foresaw a slightly more pleasant end for him myself. I doubt even he deserved such a horrible death.
Those might be the kindest words you've ever said on the subject of a father.
How typical of his sort of person to keep a portrait in his study of a family that was only a family on canvas. Not long after the painting was done, he got divorced, ruined Denijitsis, and kicked out his son. But there the portrait hangs, as if family meant anything at all.
I don't know what exactly happened with Aboritse, but I know that Papa felt guilty. You don't want to forgive him even now that he's gone?
The dead need no forgiving.
Agree.
And as for forgetting, I don't know how. It's just a shame about the grimoire.
What do you intend to do?
Bracket. Look through father's finding.
Where are father's things at the moment?
You're standing at the very center of his kingdom. Not everything has been sorted through yet, but you go right ahead.
And the store? I should check that too.
I've started stock taking there to distract myself, and I don't want you to go in there before I've finished.
As you wish.
You know, there is a chance that he's alive, and the body, the only way we found out is that it's the grimoire. I can say, I would say 100%. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back and, like, that's just his plan. Building's a good
I
lead.
think we have to look for the answer in the place where it happened.
With your sight, you can make out more in those ruins than I, or Uncle, or Detective could. This is a good lead, but is it the only one?
Good. Ivan Kronkin.
Father evidently knew a certain Ivan Konieczkin. Have you heard anything about him?
Konieczkin? No, doesn't ring a bell.
All sorts of people came to Papa's store. That doesn't mean every one of them might know something about the grimoire.
That's true. You've got your work cut out for you.
Mordecai.
And Mordechai Chayat. Could that be a lead?
I don't think so. He worked with Father, but he left more than a year ago. I don't know why. He was an assistant at our, well, my store.
Do you know where I might find him?
Sadly, no.
Do you have any other ideas?
You already know everything.
Now at least I can see how little I know. Maybe these scraps of information will lead me somewhere.
Well, now that we know what's got to be figured out, forgive me, my darlings. I'm going to give my old bones a rest.
I'll see you out.
Okay.
Goodbye,
Time to search.
Uncle. And, Ligia. I'm sorry it happened this way. That I wasn't close by.
The most important thing is you're here now.
What are the chances she's the one that did it? I can see that because, like, from whatever that we know, we kind of knew that he's kind of like a strict father, and to the point that he pushes us away, okay, and even the mother away. She's probably like, had to, you know, absorb a lot of things by herself. So, like I said, it won't be hard to imagine that, okay? Let's just develop some. Okay.
How do you find our old stomping ground?
Lupier.
Yes, I'm not too fond of this place either. This is where I had my last conversation with my father, just before I left. If you can call it a conversation. Can you see my dreams? Nightmares, actually. Ever since I decided to come back, I keep reliving the same memory. The loan shark incident. I've been seeing his death more and more lately. I wonder if the shop is still there. Perhaps we should go there and check.
Are you even having a conversation with him? Skilsby family portrait or family portrait. I can remember when it was taken. The year was 1884, and Legia and I were 9 years old at the time. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I didn't even touch anything. Give me a second. Let me just see. Collapse all. Open this. Wanda? No, this. Sorry. Salutors. Characters. I think here, maybe. Nope. Okay, our house. Ah, come on. I should want to read that, but like I don't know why my USB cable is like keep on disconnecting and reconnecting. I didn't even touch it. I think. At the very least, I'm just holding my controller and just like resting on the table. Pseudomonarcha demonum. Compared to Crowley Ars Agodia, there are 3 fewer demons. No evidence that all demons are salutors. Batim, a false lead. Puzzle, a false lead. Anthem claims to have subjugated Orobas. Mere boasting. Marcocious. Expect it to take in the form of wolf with the wings of a griffin and the tail of a snake. According to the Clancy, he takes the form of wild lioness. Interesting observation by Crowley. Demons are unexplored fragments of our mind. It really brings back the like persona though. Okay? Because all of us, if you remember, it's also like quite a, I wouldn't say it's a famous like devil like famous persona or like a devil in Shin Megami Tensei, but it's one of the few that is recognizable. There's something here. Books on ancient culture. Father would pore over the yellow pages again and again, reading the same words over and over again, trying to extract meaning from them. He repeated the words with dedication and necessity of sacrifice like a mantra, slamming shut one volume and reaching for another. What does it all mean? Suitcase. A leather suitcase bearing traces of many travels. Grains of desert sands from father's trip to Africa had settled on the suitcase. He would set it aside, spinning plans for future voyages to the unknown regions of the material world, searching what was hidden behind the veil of reality. The human heart is worth more than all the riches of the material world. Tonight. SR. Oh, damn it. Not this. The method only appears to be brief. In fact, the pen strokes were accompanied by an accelerated heartbeat, motivated by a restrained fondness of the address. The ink is dripping with special care and warmth that has seeped into the paper. Utromas. A wooden mask representing the salutor known as Shural. The demonic countenance is clothed in hope that clung to it first and in satisfaction that soon followed. It seems that father had planned for Shural, which he eventually managed to fulfill. Stanislaw. Nothing. What's this? Collection of books on the occult. The title includes Pseudo-Monarchia, Demonum, Lamenton, and Picatrix. The Grimoire historical occultists brim with paternal inquisitiveness. The worn pages, full of annotation in the margins, bear the marks of frequent reading. His heart beating with excitement. Father explored mysteries of demonology, thus expanding his horizons. Father's search. Father's thoughts were recently occupied with a search for knowledge that bordered on the obsessive. This is related to something much more than his usual curiosity about the world, which I remember him for. He was looking for something, haunting salutors, exploring the mysteries of everything related to thaumaturge. The only thing I still don't know is where it led him. Stanislaw Last Will. This is one just now. Nothing. Trout letter. My love for you is burning. It keeps me from eating. It keeps me from sleeping. It keeps me from living. Ligia, I'm begging you to end my agony. Agree to be my... Who? Message from mother. Dear child, stop it. Dear child, stop it with the great sorrow that I have received the news of Stanislaus' death. Stop. Unfortunately, I will not be able to attend the funeral. Stop. My duties in Paris keep me from traveling to Warsaw at this time. Stop. I join you both in mourning and sorrow. Stop, Mama. I think maybe that's, maybe that's a period. My letter from Rome, July 1896. Dear sister, I'm writing to you because sleep eludes me. As I write before, I have found suitable candidates. However, I'm still struggling to reach his flaw. I feel that Paimon is within my reach. I even saw him. Vaguely I did. I'll stop here because my nerves prevent me from continuing. W. Yes, I'll be careful. Don't think me a fool like father. So we sent that earlier before the game started, I assume. The Polish Gazette, Evening Edition. At the cemetery of Montmorency on Sunday, the body of the distinguished writer and citizen, the late Swenia Dushinska, was laid to rest. A handful of compatriots escorted the coffin amidst the pouring rain. The funeral service was very modest in accordance to the wishes of the deceased. The sums allocated for rest were deposited in the coffers of Claudia's Potokva Charitable Society. The late Antony Puselski, 91, late Barbara Chetzelka, 45, late Stanislaus Suzewski, entrepreneur, age 63. Warsaw Funeral Company, Msitska. The company arranges funerals, exhumation, and the transportation of corpses. That's not enough. My letter from Paris, sister of mine. I feel well enough to write something to you. The doctor also recommended I do so. I'm not alone in my anguish. I share a room with one Rearfoot Morden, whose last name escapes me. They brought him from London, from Dr. Seward's clinic. A very interesting case. He spends his days hunting for moths, cockroaches, ladybugs, and beetles that come here sometimes. He eats them. He said it gives him strength to wait for the coming of the Lord. But I don't think he means the Savior. I cannot yet reconstruct all the details after the debacle with Paimon. My mind is still in tatters. Paimon visited me no more than a week ago. I know that it's impossible. It's probably happened only in my mind, but it was so clear. He, as the king of hell, with his host of demons, with shadows of penitence, called for me to join them. I stop here. I'm having a hard time gathering my thoughts. W. Ooh, wardrobe. I don't have any change of clothes. Serious photo. Straight back, stern expression, noses in the air. Two boys that are just trying to meet everyone's expectation. Something went wrong here. Bust of Siren. Short avian feathers bear a wild, disturbing kind of beauty. They make you want to fall into her clutches and be lulled into an eternal dream by her sweet song. Yet her cryptic slight smile makes subconscious, primal part of your being cower away from the predator. But isn't a soul the only fair price for the bliss of giving yourself up to the enchanting creature?
I am about to go deaf. Hello?
I talk here? Do you hear me now? Victor? Victor, are you there?
Putin?
Grigori? Yes.
Victor, where are you?
On
How
the
did he know
other
the
end of
number?
The line at home where the telephone rang.
Incredible.
How he got a number?
How did you know I have a telephone at home?
Something's interrupting you, Victor. I am telecommunicating with you to say I found lodgings here in Warsaw. If you need me, I'm by the cemetery. What number is it? Yes, 7 Povoskoska Street. Number 7 by cemetery. Povoskoska.
I'm glad. It's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear you as well. Goodbye.
That's it?
I want to end now. What do I... like this? Wonderful device. Remarkable. Hello? And now?
He doesn't sound like somebody who's gonna manipulate the palace and have and fornicate with lots of women. He doesn't sound like that. He sounds just like a clown. Who is this? Ligia!
Have you found anything yet about the grimoire? Is there any way I can help?
Ask about the woman's trace you found in the study.
In Father's study, I found a trace of a woman that I couldn't identify.
Probably Svetlana Rumyantseva.
Who is she? And what does Father have to do with her?
Svetlana is a Russian aristocrat who travels with the Romanovs' court. I can only tell you she was a customer of Father's.
A customer? If you don't want to say, then don't. Where can I find her?
When she's in town, she stays at the Imperial Hotel.
She might know something that will help me find the grimoire.
Not so fast. To get in, you're going to need me and my connections.
And?
Svetlana is famous for her soirees where she hosts the creme de la creme of Warsaw.
What's a soiree? Basically like a social gathering.
We could go together. How about you track down some evening clothes and I'll sort out the invitation. And I won't take no for an answer.
Sadly, you never give me a chance. Unfortunately, everything in my wardrobe is antediluvian. I need a tailor.
There's a shop at 11 Pruzhna Street that's fairly decent and quick. We also have barbers in Warsaw in case you want to do something about whatever you have growing on your head and face.
Okay. I don't know about you, but I feel like I need to shave almost like every week or so. Because like I feel very itchy after a couple of days not shaving.
Guess, have you come for some hot cocoa?
Cocoa.
Yes, a cup of cocoa would do me good.
Help yourself. The pot is in the salon, along with some of your favorite cookies.
Mmm.
It's been an age since we've seen one another. I'm glad you're back. Mistress Ligia is really struggling with everything.
Ask about Father's death.
And so, the great Stanisław Szulski is dead, crashed by a building. Can't say I'd wish a death like that on anybody.
An awful death. Sheer cruelty. Mr. Szulski didn't deserve it. Now all we can do is think back on what a wonderful man he was.
That won't
take long.
He more or less disown him. Ligia.
Ligia won't open up to me, but how is she doing?
She's having a rough time, the poor dear. Her heart is heavy, though she doesn't show it, but she's strong. She keeps her chin up and doesn't give in. And it's good she's got you to help now, Master. Only she started smoking like a chimney. She takes after her father, no question about it.
Get Grezna to talk about Stanislav death.
So, this death, what do you make of it, Grażynka?
I'll tell you with confidence, Master Szulski. Now, I'm a simple woman, but something about your father's death doesn't sit right with me.
How do you mean, Grażynka?
Don't you suspect some impure powers had a hand in it?
Yep.
Do you mean it could have something to do with thaumaturge?
That I don't know. Look at us jabbering while there are potatoes not peeled. Forgive me, Master.
Okay, let's leave.
Another time, Grażynka. I'll get out of your way.
Always ample work, but I can always snatch a moment for a chit-chat with you, Master.
You know, it'd be nice to live in, like, if we are born, if I'm born rich, I wish I have somebody like, you know, like her to chat. Yeah, it's like a mother. and stuff. Do you know the secret of time travel? It requires about one sip of cocoa. All of a sudden, Lygia is reading a book in front of the fireplace, and I'm stacking building blocks. My parents are arguing in the smoking room. It's a warm day, and then everything goes to hell. Did time just pass? Nope, she's still there. Let's check the garden.
Are you lost?
Fuck. Don't try to be a hero, and it'll be alright. You're outnumbered.
Oh. Why not? They don't have the edge.
Quantity doesn't always translate to quality.
Call the rest. We got one with a death wish.
You want to try? Me and my big mouth. Improve. Let's improve. Oh, this costs 2. This costs 2 as well. Oh well. I don't think we need to use the ultimate. Okay, so we just like damage him. Knock him. Okay, I think I can finish this guy. With quick attack here. Oh, I think we need to like plan attack this one. Okay, down you go. Did they die or like did we knock them out? That's a question. I need to use quick attack. There we go. $26. You know what? I'll take out the guy on the right. This one will remove focus and you will finish him off. Wait. All wound. Oh. Then I'm mistaken. Dang. I need to remove them further. Uh-oh. Okay, this is weird. I've been reducing its focus for like so long. Ah. Oh god, we need to defeat them soon. At least one of them. Oh, we might die. The bleeding, man. Okay, we're just gonna focus on one. That we Uber to the table. Or wound. Disable it. Yeah, he's dead. Cast all wound. The first attack life steals a bit from Uber. Heal me for 5. And bleed to death. Not me, him. I think that's how we're gonna fight. We're gonna make them bleed to death. One more time. Ooh, 10 HP, nice. That hurts. But he's dead. Thank you. Oh, no worries, you're dead. Oh. Oh, come on! Oh, come on! A little bit more! Maybe we'll target this guy first this time. Okay, he's dead. Lifesteal. This one, I think it's better for us to like, use quick attack. Nice. We'll target the guy on the right. Lifesteal. One more time. We can just leave him be after this. Supposedly. Wait, that's not enough? You know what? I think I'll rather give him the old wound. And for you, hit him. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts! Give him all wound. Hit him. Thank you.
Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn. What are you? An old man?
Victor? I heard a noise. Are you alright?
Burglars.
I'm fine. We've had a few unwelcome visitors.
Burglars? What's wrong with this town? I'll call Uncle.
There's no rush. I don't think they'll try to rob anyone anytime soon.
It's lucky that we explored, though. This lumbago is killing me. Brochure. Dr. Campbell's safe arsenic soap. Arsenic soap? Wait. Arsenic soap? Are you nuts? Remove freckles, red spot, giving a soft matte winess to the complexion. It can even handle a strong tan. The secret of your radiant skin. You'll find it in all major drugstores and perfumeries. The main store in Warsaw is F. Zamenhof Pharmacy. Pay attention to the brand and signature. Read. Advertisements poster. The Path New phonograph reproduces singing, music, and declamation more clearly and subtly than the most expensive gramophones. It does not hum, and the needle will last for many years without having to be replaced. For 32 rubles. Extremely popular among music lovers. If stock runs out, we will accept reservation for the next shipment. Songs from operas, operettas, church song, declamations, waltzes, polkas, and marches. Main storage of Path New phonograph, Adam Klimkitschke, Warsaw, 14 Lasno. Hotly damaged brochure. Lady Dragonfly. Come and you experience true sensual delight in an exotic ritual. Some of the words are blurred. Ooh. I went to this, in Faith and they show there. You wouldn't believe it. I'll be. Ooh. I'll just say one thing. The game is just like trying to do so much. Like, I would take the I'll still enjoy the game with less graphics, if you ask me. Because it's like information overload, Even with the Persona series, right? The one I can, that I can compare it to in my mind. I do think that they have. What's the thing on your head? Do something about it, please. Even they do go all out on the graphics department. Yeah, well, the earlier games at least. Like once it stabilizes, that's when you improve on the graphic. Biggot's diary. I now turn to a description of the rest of my family. My nephew, Count Orkowski, lost his father at a young age. This event weighed on the rest of his life and pushed him slowly towards the abyss of moral corruption. Ever since he grew from a sweet little boy whose angelic face could do no wrong into an impudent young man, the apartment at 15 Iranska Street has turned into a tabernacle near which every Christian should turn their face away with contempt. Walls that were once pride of our family now bear witness to hideous deeds, hosting the worst company a young man can surround himself with. Concerned neighbors have more than once brought me information that makes my hair stand on end. It is rumored that my nephew has let himself be tempted by Western fads and partakes in opiates. Bigot's diary. Let's go inside. I think this may be the church. Can I go in? Nope. What the first rule of RPG: never go to the place that you're supposed to go. Wait, there's something. Lost invitation. Dear friends and companions of voyages to distant land, it is my pleasure to invite you to a party where the scent of incense will mingle with the aroma of turmeric and cardamom. Sumptuous bedding under silk canopies and the beauty of exotic dances await you. You have the opportunity to taste forbidden delights during the evening. Come as usual to the gates of Sesame. To have them open before you, they would have to say the password Kumlakan. Count O. I think that's the same one just now. Is this it? Nope. Well, at least now we know the password. Nope. Ooh. Bigot diary. Warsaw is sinking further and further into the depths of moral decay with every passing year. Streets that were once inhabited by modest and pious family are now turning into a hotbed of the worst individual. For example, my neighbor, dear Mrs. S, told me about a woman who rents an apartment in a tenement house on 7 Iranska Street. She's an opera artist who is visited by many rich men. She has an abundance of gowns and lavish furnishing in her apartment. Recently, one of her many patrons took her on a foreign trip to Japan. Her ilk ought to be ashamed to show their face in public. A handwritten page with worn edge. It looks as if it fell out due to repeated violent turning. The content suggests that the opera artist, who is famous for her love of foreign travel, resides at 7 Iranka Street. I think nah, we'll just go somewhere else. Maybe we'll find more information, you know, like just now. We were here just now, I think. Maybe not. I don't think I went inside anything. Maybe it's in the morning. Let's explore at night and then come again in the morning. Let's check this place out. Let's check it out. Go bother someone else. The daily career classifieds. I make clothes, costume, and gowns in keeping with the latest design that I stock up on in Paris. Poleska 150 Marsolska Street. The Warsaw Music Society invites you to a concert at the Redalta Halls featuring Sebrowska Glasona Mixed Choir. News. The Supreme Decree on the Language of Instruction on the Kingdom Private Schools was announced. Manifestation in Moravia's Brno. A well-known thaumaturge is dead. The body of Raymond Kinley was found near Tower Bridge. A mutiny broke out on the Austrian cruiser Panther. A meeting of Danish ministries on the candidacy of Prince Charles for the Norwegian throne was held in Copenhagen. Maybe I should read the grafter to the chief. It is nothing. Visit a barber. Man, this place is huge. Do you see that? Instruction for the courier. Come evening, take the package to the apartment of 15 Aranka Street and deliver it directly to the butler's hand and no one else's. Do not open on pain of punishment.
Secrets? Not on my watch.
The grey paper smells of fear and vigilance. The cord around the package was tied by skilled hands, which carried a faint pulse of stress. What if this time the package falls into the wrong hands? Oriental theme party at Count Orkowski. A wealthy businessman, Count Orkowski is holding a party in the evening with a theme of A Tale of 1001 Nights in his apartment at 15 Aranka Street. The evening's attraction will include the opportunity to partake in opium. To get into the party, all you have to do is give the pass to Kubla Khan at the entrance. There. This ticket. Circus Sinsali. Okay, thank you. See? Exploring stuff does give you things. What's this? Oh. We came here earlier. Kowski. What is that thing? I'm curious. The reptilian bash. The note was written by Taylor's impatient customer, urging him to promptly complete the order. Otherwise, they threatened to revoke their advance and ruin their Taylor's reputation. In the drag, I can still feel the stress that urges the tailor to make more coffee and drink it hastily. Coffee is better than sleep. To sleep is to waste precious time that could be used for more alteration. Hello.
Excuse me. Damn it. I forgot to turn the key. Sorry, what? You tell me. What is it?
Say you need something to wear.
I need some evening wear. Quick. Good proportions. Thank you. Alterations won't take long. Your name and address, sir? Viktor Shulsky, 9 Green Square. I'll send a messenger when I'm done. And Mr. Shulsky, if you'll allow me a moment of candor, as it often seems no one dares to address you with it.
What?
Sorry, what? Go and find yourself a barber in Pavonsky. You look like a troglodyte. Now, I'd like to go to my business. I won't bother you. All right.
There's a staggering anger radiating from the patterns. Desperate hands try to sketch something valid, interesting, and original to no avail. All that left is chaos and impatience. There are individual threads of focus left on the mannequins being ripped apart by customers' visit. All the ideas that aren't good enough are rejected. Nothing but mere alteration. The tailor struggles. The tailor has a steady hand for sewing, but his head reverberates with a lack of ideas. He needs inspiration, as frustration and impatience won't breed any good ideas. The way things are going, he won't finish the job or find creative pace.
Mr. Shulsky, come in. What's new?
Mention his lack of inspiration.
I couldn't help noticing you're struggling for inspiration. You've got a keen eye. The book makes it easier? I have to guess what everyone has in their mind. Is there any way I can help? I want to know what people look for in fashion these days. Back in the day, all you needed was 2 pant legs and a space for your Johnson. I don't know what else there is to it. If you tell me that, I'll be grateful. I'll sew you anything you want in return. Let me sharpen my senses.
Okay.
I won't bother you. All right.
We just say that we're gonna help him and like say, on second thought, bye-bye. That's a pretty jerkish move, you know. Whoop. Photograph shows a woman in lingerie tying her corset. Caption: Lady Dragonfly.
Well, there we have it.
Lady Dragonfly is an attractive and not very modest woman. You know, looking at the people who wear corsets and like, god damn, that's painful. Anything? Or get a carriage. Now go here first. I'll check the place where, you know, father died. Man, this place is big. Real big. A handful of sips. When you come to work, open the window in the vestibule. I left the keys to the back room in the drawer. When Dusky, long gray beard, one red eye, comes in, don't give him more than 3 pictures or he'll be starting fights. When Lecky, gray haired, has a limp, comes in, make sure you don't say in the old days things were different or things were used to be better. Because he'll start talking for hours and sit there until closing time. Please respect Kopek. What are you staring at? Instruction for resistance. Instruction for Antos. For this one, buy what you usually do, canvases, paint, turpentine in the usual amount, and double the amount of crimson and snow white. Tell the seller that Lesniewski will settle with him the following week. It's sure to reminder to Praga. I think I need to come here again in the morning. The place is so big. It's a bit too ambitious. A beige thread. Oh, damn it. Oh, there's another one. The Daily Courier. Results of the contest for readers. A month ago, we announced the contest for the most interesting and funny anecdote about Warsaw. We received plenty of submissions, but among which we were moved by the tale of written down by Anthony Leckie. The humor and levity and writing brought the order of fierce adventure first place in our contest. Once we do a little editing, the text will be published in the next issue of Daily Courier. I'll be honest with you, I want to play Belacro now. I know it's my fault. It's partially my fault here, okay? For like exploring, but it's just too big. What is this place? And we're getting a lot of points here. That's good. Vienna Station. I think this is where we came from earlier. Ooh.
Hi, my grandson. It's you.
No,
Help me. These bags are so heavy and I'm not so young anymore.
Lady, you got the wrong
Take
one.
them to the car for me.
Bye.
I'll help you. Where's your seat?
Would you take them to the car for me?
And this one, I bet he's in cahoots with her.
Grandson? You old crook, where's our load?
Probably in these bags. She told you to lock these?
It must be a mistake. Help you, Grandma.
What the hell? I got a bat. Bye-bye.
I just realized my grandmother is long gone. Have a nice day, gentlemen.
You guys gotta come with us. We'll teach you not to steal from hard-working criminals.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Steal from hard-working criminal? What the f? What the hell? Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. Ooh. Currently on Moselska Street, several people have died in a building collapse, including respected Warsaw entrepreneur Stanislav Szylski. No one seemed to know the cause of the incident, defective construction of the building, or a deliberate attack. All we know is not to have been foreseen. Shock and awe. The tenement house was inhabited by 4 families. 3 of them are now in mourning and after losing their loved ones. The Bukowskis lost their children. Mr. and Mrs. Grodevsky lost their lives. Franciszek Konskolski, the owner of the pram and linen factory warehouse, perished in the collapse. The case is being investigated by the police, while residents are advised caution when walking on the streets. like I say, like the game can do with less fidelity, you know, graphic fidelity. This is pick up. Meh. We'll leave for later. The bar. I think this is where we're supposed to meet with the girl. When does the strike start? They're all the same. Oops. Invitation. Anton Lesniewski is pleased to invite admirers of the art painting to an exhibition, during which he will present a new series of paintings entitled Rebirth. It will be a creative reference to the Greek myth of Prometheus. The exhibition will take place on September 6th at 5 p.m. at 94 Maskovska Street, Apartment 8. The painting will be available to the public in the evenings for the next 2 weeks. What's this? Piece of burned fabric. Hatred and loathing guided his young hand as he threw away his clothes in an alley and set them on fire. The safe plate vest, a symbol of Biedermeier and bourgeois boredom, burned silently. He felt nauseous at the thought of his family, its passivity, and its lack of mission. It was time for fire. Good day. Oh. Denunciation. To the attention of the police station for Warsaw Sromiewski, September 1st, 1905. Yesterday at a private dinner, the artist Antony Lisnowski expressed himself in an unflattering terms about the Tsar, then made a toast shouting subversive slogans, quote, "The Tsar will get his comeuppance and we will soon see him fleeing with his tail behind his legs to an independent Poland, which is always present in our hearts, if not yet on the maps, honest citizen."
Well, there we have it.
Every insult will be avenged. The sad man will soon come from Antony. His head spins from cold rage and desire for revenge. Every innocent word dooms the enemy. Bursts of denunciation dance around the overjoyed heart in a haunted possession. Exhibition to lift hearts. Anthony Lisnowski is organizing an exhibition. The exhibition will be available for viewing in the evenings at the apartment 94 of 8 Masov Street. I wonder if we get new information here. Foreign's office. Okay, we'll visit that in a while. Ah, the lady is still here. Uncle.
Hello, Uncle.
What brings you here?
Sorry, he is.
So what's new, Uncle?
Crime the underworld as usual, thanks.
I won't bother you at work.
Don't hesitate to visit your uncle.
Dear Mr. Meshach, I have no idea in what circumstances you have found yourself in. You have lost your moral file, but I suggest you find it as quickly as you can. Expendable human elements? Do you have no shame? There's a murder on the prowl in Provisley. who is killing people in particular violent and terrifying manner. And you try to comfort me by saying it is no harm because the victims are poor? Perhaps your high salary has made you lose your mind. Maybe you should put some string to lower it. What would you say to that? Maybe... Official letter. Dear Investigative Judge, in response to your inquiry regarding progress in the fisherman's case, I can inform you that there is none. It is handled by our man Pelavin, and so far without much success. Fortunately, the murders are limited to Powisle, where the expendable human elements are plenty. Yours sincerely, Yegor Mahak.
Tell me, boy, what's up?
Not this.
Duh.
I actually want to read that thing here. Evaluation Sergeant Karras. When someone asks me about Sergeant Karras' work, there's only one word that comes to my mind. Farce. Even aside that embarrassing arms shipment robbery, I must say Karras is an absolute delight and a disgrace to our forces. He's the kind of man who uses his elbow to stir soup. That is all I have to say about him. Elbow to stir soup. That's good. I think I'll use that from now on. Okay, let's find where that thing fell down. I think it's somewhere around here. Ooh, did you see that? Did you see that? Denunciation. The mad artist Andruski, who lives on 84% Street, brings strangers to his house every day and talks to them about New Ski Orthodox Church. They discuss it in its construction in detail. It is highly likely they are planning an assassination attempt. I advise you to take interest in the suspicious person and its shady guests. I think this is the place, you know, where the building fell, maybe? The building fell, right? Or is it? Nope. Isn't this the place where it happened? Glasses with a bent frame and broken lens. Before his last breath left him, Father's gaze wandered, searching for the source of his end. He did not close his eyes. He passed away with his eyes wide open, hurling thunderbolts from his eyes towards his nemesis. Anger clung to the crooked frame, not grief, sadness, or fear. Also natural in a moment of danger, anger, and the fact that death came too soon. It announced itself but did not ask about any unfinished business. Shoe, a worn-out leather shoe dirty from dust. The owner of the shoe was a haughty soul who feared nothing, for whom death was an intruder destroying the order of the universe. He had his feet firmly on the ground, and even when death stared him in the eye, he did not give in to the instinct to flee. Yes, this shoe belonged to my father. Damaged pillar. Large pillar, broken how. Wild fury radiated from here, nestled in the body. This blow to the pillar collapsed the entire building. A punch born of powerful fists, carrying colossal amounts of strength. Chaos. Only chaos can be felt here, devoid of any composed thought, intention, and what breaks through the surface of this disorder is destruction. As if designed in the guts of what brought it. Father's death. This place carries the memory of my father. What is left of him completes his image as a tenacious man with a hard heart. Interestingly, he expected death, although it came sooner than he expected, which clearly upset him. And the death that came for him was strong, uncompromising fury.
Magician or what?
Upair.
Death did not catch my father by surprise. It seems as if he had been expecting it, just not at that moment. He was practically annoyed about it. There was something he had wanted to finish. And this building, it couldn't have just fallen down like that, right as he was going by.
Hey, Suski.
What?
Huh?
Chicken butt.
Chicken butt? What the hell?
Tie him up.
There you go. Tighter. We took his book. Well done. All right, let's wake the asshole up. Wakey, wakey.
What's...
Well, come on, Sleeping Beauty. I haven't got all day. Now, let me get a good...
It's that guy! The wanted guy.
You look rough, fancy boy. This isn't what I was expecting.
That's what he did expect.
Well, what did you expect?
That after years of hanging out in Parisian salons, you'd come back handsome and spruced up.
How do you know about Paris?
Nothing stays secret from Niedzic, right?
Shit. Just read out my birth certificate, why don't you?
Abaurice Niedzic.
Long time no see, Shulsky.
That's why he kidnapped me.
What kind of a sick idea is this? Kidnapping me?
It's a joke! You don't find it funny?
No.
What does it feel like to have your life depend on me?
The man that he thought.
Enough of this. It's not funny. And it's not scary.
The fucking Shulskis. Always looking down your noses. It's because of you my pop died the way he did. And it's because of you I ended up on the streets. Well, fuck, Victor. We pulled the trigger together. There'd be nothing to talk about if you hadn't nicked Pop's pistol. So how come Pop and I were the ones to pay the price, huh?
They remember it differently.
I remember it a little differently.
Oh, now that makes me curious. Does it just so happen that in your version, you're innocent?
No, I'm not. And you're not either. But it's my father's fault most of all.
What a convenient answer. He's not going to defend himself now, is he?
I don't have any intention of changing your mind. We were dumb kids.
So that's the guy in the picture in his room.
Full of foreboding, he desired to push away his memories.
You did? Where's that rat?
What the fuck?
Boss, it's the Cossacks again.
Come here, coward.
Looks like you've got a chance for redemption. Let's show these dickheads you don't mess with the shivs.
I'll take a look around.
I think here's where we stop for today, okay? Like, it's been 2 hours, okay? I'm a bit tired from all of this, okay? And I want to do something, like, I want to play Balatro and stuff, okay? So, this is where I'll stop. Tomorrow I'll pick it up again, okay? It's just that, like, I know it's my fault for, like, going around. But in my defense, that's how I play RPGs, okay? So, like, discovering everything, okay? So, I'll pick it up again tomorrow. And we'll see how it goes, okay? So, that's all for now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Wait, let me see before I forget. Okay, new save. There we go. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.